So hi there again everyone, this is again Alan and welcome to my channel. Today is a very special day for us Christians and Catholics because we are celebrating today the birthday of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And because of that, I have decided to paint a portrait of her using the image of Alissa Jung who portrayed the Mary of Nazareth in 2013. So here is our finished painting and I'm gonna be showing you without further ado the process in making this painting in 3, 2, 1. For this study, I am using my Strathomore Visual Journal 90-pound watercolor pad, and this is 9 by 12 inches. And for those who are new to my channel, I've been using this since last year, but I started uploading portraits using this when I painted Jesus Christ in April 2019. And here are some of my other paintings. So now we're painting Mary of Nazareth to pair with our Jesus of Nazareth and also to observe and to celebrate Virgin Mary's birthday today. So earlier I have prepared my mixes of these colors except for the white because we're gonna be using the white plainly and in dry brush technique. So the image that we're using is an image from Mary of Nazareth, and I found this on Flickr. And for the grids, I used Drawing Grid Maker. So we're using 9 by 12 paper, so I also put 9 by 12 grids. So earlier, I have prepared this gridded sketch on our paper. As you can see, I did my grid and my sketch very lightly because I don't want to be having a hard time later on erasing this once we started watercoloring. So that's a tip. If you are gonna use pencil sketches and grids, please do it lightly because it's not pleasing to see these lines once you started watercoloring. So I think we're ready to start. So for the first portion of our painting, of course, we need to cover the skin first with the lightest mix that we have, and for that we're going to be using Naples Yellow Deep and Gold Ochre. And as much as possible, we will be trying to avoid the strongest highlights that we have. That's going to be on this part, on the forehead and on the nose, and also on the cheek. So I think we're ready to start. For our next layer, we're gonna be putting a warmer tone, and we're using Gold Ochre and again a mix with Naples Yellow Deep. For our next layer, I am using a mixture of transparent brown and intense blue for the dark or the deep tones. Can sit together. Now we're done with the first major layers. I think now we are ready to put details using the same colors but more intense now. More intense mixtures, and also we'll be adding light touches of carmine for our skin tone and for the parts that are, pinkish or reddish. So now I think we're ready to put the lightest layer for our eyes, nose, and lips. And for our eyes, we're gonna be using transparent brown, a very light mix of transparent brown. For the nose, we're gonna use the same for the nose trills and lines. And for the lips, I'm gonna be using carmine with a mix of caput mortuum. From a distance you can tell. So while we're waiting for the face layers to dry, before we put the final details, let's now proceed to the shawl, or what they call this, head cover part. And for that, we're gonna be using Indanthrine Blue, Transparent Brown, Caput Mortuum, and Carmine. And here is our reference. Anyway, we do not need to copy exactly the cloth as long as we are able to show its cloth and its Mary's trademark colors. We're happy to go. So now that we're done with our veil, and as you can see, it's just, you know, wash finish, we now proceed to the background. And for the background, I'd like to again make it wash type, and I'd like to use granulating colors. So I'm gonna be using lamp black, caput mortuum, and carmine with gold ochre, because I want a dark yet a golden and a warm background. So now we are done drying the background of our painting. Now we go to putting the shadows and some more details in our faces. So for that, we are gonna use mixture of our earth colors and blue. Okay, particularly indanthrine blue. So now that we're done in our lips, let's go to the hair before we go to the nose and the final, which is the eyes. And also we're gonna be fixing the part of the neck and the hair also, this in this area. Now I'm adding a few more colors for depth to some parts of our veil. Because I want to show, you know, where the highlight is and where the dark part is. So I ran out of battery. I wasn't able to document, you know, the part where I was, you know, fixing some parts in the veil. But anyway, I think we're done with the background, the hair, and the veil and the cloth. I think we can now proceed to the details of the face, but I think I need to put some more dark parts here. But anyway, let's do that later on. We'll now proceed to the face. So for that, I'm gonna be zooming in that particular part. Okay, so now let's work on the nose. So now let's proceed to the eyes. And for the eyes, I'm gonna be using combination of indanthrine blue, transparent brown, and even our earth tones and red for the sclera part. Because we know that eyes are not actually entirely white, so there are also some colors that we can use, like this. Now I'm putting carmine. So now we're gonna be putting the details, the pupils, the lashes, the eyes, using a combination of transparent brown, blue indanthrine, and yeah, black. And later on, we'll be putting the highlights using pure titanium white. For the lashes, I think I'll be needing the help of my Camlon Pro Plata Arte, because it has to be very fine, otherwise it will look unnatural. We're done with the lashes. I think we just need to put the highlights on parts that are that needs highlight using titanium white, and we're gonna be having it purely. We're not gonna be using or mixing it with water. So this is dry brush technique. But here I think there's gray part, so we need to mix it a bit. with water. And for some final wash, and as usual, I always put lines or washes of blue for a cool lighting effect. And I will be putting that in some of the lightest area, like here. So we are now done with our Mary of Nazareth watercolor portrait, and unfortunately I wasn't able to use my silver black velvet 10. Instead, I used Camlon Pro Plata Arte, my Escoda number 8, and my Isabey number 4. So I hope you got something. I hope you enjoyed watching, and again, happy birthday to Mama Mary. I hope those who have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe for more watercolor content. Again, thank you for watching, and see you again next week.